Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Luke Hall, and I'm a small business owner who's traveling through the sometimes treacherous journey of small business ownership, much like a lot of you out there as well. You know, over the last several weeks, I put out some content for other small business owners and those who have ever thought about starting their own small business. I always start off by stating I am not a small business expert. I am simply a small business owner who's trying to relay some of the information that I've learned along the way. With all that said, let's jump into the next topic on my list. Today's topic is the 31 major causes of failure. The 31 major causes of failure. And before I begin, I want you to know that every one of these major causes of failure is something that you can change and fix. So as I read these out loud, jot the ones down that apply to you. Why is it important for you to know which ones apply to you? Well, it will give you a good idea of the roadblocks that you are currently facing that are stopping you from becoming successful. So, I know that quite a few of these apply to me, and I'm currently on my journey to fix them and conquer them. The 31 major causes of failure comes from the book Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill. By far one of the best books I have ever read in my entire life. If you've never read it, I encourage you to do so. So let's jump into it. The 31 major causes of failure. Number 1 is unfavorable hereditary background. Number 2, lack of well-defined purpose in life. Number 3, lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity. Number 4, insufficient education. Number 5, and this I think is a big one, lack of self-discipline. This is one that I am currently trying to tackle. I have moments where I have lack of self-discipline, and this is a pitfall, a roadblock that is stopping me from becoming that much more successful. Number 6, ill health. Ill health. What does that mean? Well, I'll read it to you so we can make it crystal clear. No person may enjoy outstanding success without good health. Many of the causes of ill health are subject to mastery and control. These, in the main, are overeating of foods that are not conducive to health, wrong habits of thought giving expression to negatives, wrong use of and overindulgence in sex, lack of proper physical exercise, and inadequate supply of fresh air due to improper breathing. So ill health is a big one. There's a lot of us out there that don't get the proper amount of physical exercise, that overeat foods that we know we shouldn't because they're not really healthy for us. I'm raising my hand. I'm guilty of that one. Number 7, unfavorable environmental influences during childhood. Number 8, and here's another one that I am guilty of as well, procrastination. Good God, old man procrastination. So, procrastination is among some of the top reasons or top causes of failure. Number 9, lack of persistence. Number 10, negative personality. And this is another one that I want to point out. Negative personality. If you catch yourself with a negative personality on a regular basis, you need to work on fixing that. And I'm going to read this real quick from the book to help clarify what the author means by negative personality. There is no hope of success for the person who repels people through a negative personality. Success comes through the application of power, and power is attained through the cooperative efforts of other people. A negative personality will not induce cooperation. So if you catch yourself with a negative personality, you need to work on removing that roadblock because that is a major cause of failure. Number 11, lack of controlled sexual urge. Number 12, uncontrolled desire for something for nothing. Something for nothing. Number 13, lack of well-defined power of decision. Number 14, one or more of the 6 basic fears. And I'm not going to jump into the 6 basic fears, but if you're not sure what they are, read about them, Google them, look them up, research them. So it's saying if you have one or more of the 6 basic fears, you need to conquer those fears because they are stopping you from getting that much closer to success. 15, wrong selection of mate and marriage. Wow, that is another big one. 16, over caution. There's a saying that it's not good to be over caution or under caution. You need to find that middle ground. So there's a saying that says it's not good to be over cautious or under cautious. You need to figure out that middle ground. So 16 is over caution. 17, wrong selection of associates in business. 18, superstition and prejudice. 19, wrong selection of a vocation. What does that mean? Well, let's clarify it. Number 19 says wrong selection of vocation. No man can succeed in a line of endeavor which he does not like. So if you just got into starting your own business only because you wanted to make money, but you really don't like that line of work, you've made a huge mistake. This is going to be a roadblock that's going to prevent you from being successful. If you don't like that vocation, you need to change it quickly and find what you actually do like. 20, lack of concentration of effort. 21, the habit of indiscriminate spending. 22, lack of enthusiasm. 23, intolerance. So what does that mean, intolerance? Well, this is the person with a closed mind on any subject and seldom gets ahead. You're closed-minded. Don't be closed-minded. People that are successful are open-minded. So if you find yourself very closed-minded, you need to remove this roadblock. 24, intemperance. Intemperance. This is one of the major causes of failure, intemperance. What does that mean? The most damaging forms of intemperance are connected with eating, strong drinking, and sexual activities. Overindulgence in any of these is fatal to success. So that's what intemperance is overindulging in those areas. 25, the inability to cooperate with others. 26, possession of power that was not acquired through self-effort. 27, intentional dishonesty. If you go around intentionally being dishonest, you are hurting yourself tremendously. You are stopping yourself from becoming successful. There is no substitute for honesty. 28, egotism and vanity. 29, and this one is a huge one for me, guessing instead of thinking. I was guilty of this a lot 3-4 years ago. Guessing instead of thinking. I still have my moments where I fall victim to this. But this is one that I've been working on diligently for the last 3.5 years, almost 4 years. Guessing instead of thinking. I'm going to read this to you. I cannot tell you the number of people that have been in my life, past and present, that guess instead of thinking. And here's what it says. Most people are too indifferent or lazy to acquire facts with which to think accurately. So instead, they prefer to act on opinions that were created by guesswork or snap judgments. This is a huge one. Remove it immediately. It is bad. 30, lack of capital. So this is a huge cause of failure. Lack of capital. So what does that mean? Well, most of us know what it means, but let me give you the definition of what they describe it to be in the book. So this is a common cause of failure among those who start out in business for the first time. With sufficient reserve of capital to absorb the shock of their mistakes and to carry them over until they have established a reputation. So what happens is you have such lack of capital that you don't properly plan, you don't have a good reserve, and you don't have a good enough reserve that will absorb the mistakes you're about to make with starting your own business. Or you don't have enough capital built up or in reserve to help carry you over until you have an established reputation. And this is a big mistake. This is one of the biggest causes of failure. Last but not least, 31, Basically, 31 is stating that anything that we didn't name in the above 30 list that you currently suffer from is something that you need to include and something that you need to remove as a roadblock if you want to be that much closer to success. So guys, today I talked about the 31 causes, or 31 major causes of failure. And if any of these apply to you, write them down and get to work. Start removing these roadblocks so that you can be one step closer to your goals, one step closer to your desires, and one step closer to success. Again, my name is Luke Hall. I am a small business owner who's traveling through the treacherous waters of small business ownership, much like a lot of you out there as well. If you would like to contact me, you can do so by calling me directly at 239-877-4041 extension 5. Thank you.